Okay, everything is started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a green light. Oh, because you can't see the
Oh,
green light. It's a.
yeah, I just got the notification via internet Apple iPhone smartphone.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So we're live. Welcome everybody to the Ask Me About My Wood podcast. uh, where we talk about our wood and your wood and any questions you might have about it. Um,
That's
we've
funny.
got Arturo, the chop master,
Yeah.
over
Yo,
here
yo, yo, yo.
down in Miami currently, and myself, I am PJ from the Evolution of Tables, and we are missing so far Chris. I think he got blown away. He is the lightest of the three of us. He might have
Yeah,
gotten
by
blown away
half, easily
with
by half.
with the incoming winds of Hurricane Dorian that is bearing down on us at the moment. But I don't know. He was probably up late last night, putting up shutters and things. So that's why he's not up yet. But we got to get the show started.
Yeah, man, we got things to
So
do today.
man, Arturo, what do you got going on, man? How crazy is it in Miami right now? By the way, for
It hasn't
people
been to be.
panicking about this hurricane,
I went out this morning and it wasn't that bad as yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit crazy. Like you just decided to leave like that? Really?
No, no, no. I still have my
Really?
headset on. I know what's going
Really?
on. I
so,
had to close the door. Sorry.
so it's not as bad as it was yesterday. During the week, it's been pretty bad. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like
So you've already been
it's.
out today, like
Yeah, I went to put in gas before the podcast.
okay.
I went.
That's good.
I just Maria was like,
Oh,
"Why don't you just go get gas real quick?"
yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay." And then sure enough, there was no line. There was nobody. I just pulled right in, put in gas, and got out. Oh, sponsorship.
Today's show is sponsored by Bang. Sorry to interrupt, but just
Just throwing it
let
out there. We gotta
letting the
get
people know what the show runs on.
that. Just
America
that,
runs
and
on Bang.
then. So that went out this morning, and like the roads are like empty. Everything is
Sure.
empty because everybody's staying home. But
Everybody's already done pretty much. Well, I don't want to say everybody, but most people are already done. Being frustrated and pissed off, waiting in line for fuel. Um,
exactly.
People with diesel trucks are just laughing at everybody because
There's
it's like
diesel
there's diesel
everywhere.
everywhere. Like, I know,
Everywhere.
dude.
I drove last night when I got out of Hair Circus Freaks. Every gas station's pump, like regular pump, was covered up, and then the
Yeah.
diesels are all
Yep.
open.
Yep.
I was cracking
There's
up.
like
It's like,
there.
jeez.
There's a let's say, close to me on Griffin and 441. There's uh the 7-Eleven across the street that only has gasoline.
Right.
The line is down the block.
Oh,
Like it's
jeez.
300 yards long
Oh
of
my
just
god.
cars pissed off at everybody. And then the Shell, there's like one dude at the diesel pump laughing. Like that whole place is dead, and there's just one guy with a pickup truck there smiling his ass off.
I gotta get a diesel, bro. That's what
Oh
I
man,
gotta do. I gotta get a diesel. Screw
I've
that. My
got
brother's like that. My brother has a
oh yeah,
diesel. He got a. He was telling me a story about it. He has a Mercedes, an E class
yeah,
that he went to a dealership and they go, hey, I'm looking for a car, and they're like, oh, we'll give you $10,000 off if you buy the diesel one because no one wants to buy it. And he was
really?
like, shit, I'll buy it. Here you go,
Hell yeah,
ten
because
grand
they're
off.
usually more expensive for the
He's
diesel.
like, dude, we go, cause his stepkids have soccer and like football like up like Jacksonville or
Okay. Oh, dude,
he'll go do that for like the weekend and then come back and still have gas.
sure. Bro,
It's like
in a
it's
car,
ignorant.
in a small application, some of those Volkswagen, the diesel, like
My
a
uncle
diesel
has a
Jetta,
Volkswagen.
you'll get 48, 50 miles to the gallon.
He has not the
So,
Passat. Yeah, it's a Passat is what he has.
yeah,
And they did the recall thing on him, and he was like, I'm
yes,
not turning it
yeah,
in.
yeah. Oh, but he should have, man,
No,
because you
cause
get a brand new car.
they only give him 10 grand as a
No,
credit. Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yep.
That way, dude, they would have taken it back and basically given you a
That
new
was
car
that
because
was his offer
they
that
got
they
their
give him.
wrists slapped. They got caught with their
Oh
pants
yeah,
down
yeah,
by
yeah.
the
But
emissions thing.
that's what they literally gave him. It was either that or 10 grand. And then what he did was like say no, but he still had to take it in. They had to do something to the cat for some reason for all
Yes,
that BS, and then that's
they
it. He
well,
stayed with it.
not even that. They were just kind of like, um, yeah, they were skewing the data as far as their emissions
Right, their
standards were
emission
concerned.
standards were. Yep.
So they were running it on, only on like there's a in the diesels there's like a regeneration cycle that they do. They have to let the motor run hotter so that it burns off a lot of that excess buildup in the catalytic
Right, all
converter,
that crap. Yeah.
and
Oh, okay. So
that's when you like run uh, really clean because it's running so much hotter.
right.
So they would like their testing data was done from that regen cycle,
Mm,
basically. So then like the rest of the time when it's running normally, the rest of the month, it's putting out, a lot of other crap that it shouldn't be putting out,
right.
and whatever. So they got caught with that, and they got in
That makes
trouble.
sense because they made him like bring it back and do that cat,
Yeah,
like replace the cat. So that makes sense. I didn't know why, but there you go.
yeah.
You explained it there perfectly.
I might be wrong, of course. I'm
That
sure there's
makes
more
sense.
to it,
It
but
makes
like
sense because that's the
it
only thing
was
they replaced was the
in so
cat.
many words, it was like they were just it was false advertising, basically,
Yeah,
right? They're telling it they're doing their own
yeah, but
internally controlled EPA
the
reports
only people
or
that
like
complain about
emissions
it, the
reports.
only people that complain is California.
Well,
Fuck out of
California
here.
complains about everything,
I
right?
know.
That's
So
not.
we don't care. We don't have no fucking rules
Oh
and
man.
so it's not a problem. But he comes from Texas with 2 tanks of gas.
Wow.
From
That's good. Yeah,
Texas.
he probably gets in the 40s in that E class. Like he probably gets in
No,
the
no, my
40s per
uncle
mile per gallon.
with the Passat or whatever he
Oh, okay.
has. I think
Yeah,
it's a Passat or a Jet. I don't remember, but he has one of the two, and he comes from Texas. 2 tanks of gas. That's it,
yeah,
and he still has
yeah.
gas down
Hey,
here.
they're not lying about the gas mileage though, man.
No, 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 no. They don't
Listen,
put it on game.
diesel. I had this conversation with Oh, Jesus, that reminds me. I was supposed to get with Charles, the guy from Knothead Custom Sawing. God, I totally forgot with all this hurricane nonsense. We were gonna have him on the show.
Oh,
We were talking about. He lives in Northern California,
right,
and we were talking about my crane.
right.
And he's like, "Man, I wish I could have a crane like that." And I'm like, "Well, dude, I found this thing on Craigslist for cheap. Like, go ahead." He's way farther along in the sawmill business than I am. Like, he's got big machines. He seems like he could definitely swing what I paid for a crane. You
Right.
know, and I'm like, "Dude, do it." He's like, "Nope, can do, man. We're not allowed to have anything older than like 2008 a
Oh my,
diesel on the road in California."
oh my God.
And I'm like, "Oh," and so that drastically increases the price. Like mine's a 91, and so it's a lot older technology.
Yeah,
I couldn't even drive it on the road in California.
that's ridiculous. I find that so stupid.
So if you're trying to buy a crane that's 2008 or newer, that puts
Boo.
you in the over $100,000 range,
Easy,
like to buy something
easy,
like
and
that.
that's
And
used with like a ton of miles on it and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong with a newer vehicle like that,
All
hey,
the
you're screwed.
computers and
Sorry, you
stuff
gotta.
like that, you're
Yeah, you have
done.
to have a rocket scientist to frickin' you know the OBD, the computer's got to get hooked up, and you've got the sensors here and there. Like
Yeah,
my truck, man. Oh, it's running rough. Well, the injectors are probably clogged.
yeah, that's it.
Like, okay, either pull out. I have a spare set of injectors. Like, pull it out, put it back together. Oh, runs fine. Okay, good.
There you
As
go.
long as it has fuel and good compression, it's gonna run.
Yeah, my that same uncle that lives in Texas, they have a construction company,
Yeah.
and they're buying vans and shit. So they had to buy cheap vans. They went to a junkyard and bought they had a Ford van, a working van, with a
Yeah.
big block in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so then, but they have also emissions that they have to do once a year.
Yeah.
So that one wasn't gonna pass it. So what they
Of
do is
course not.
they pay the guy on the side, and he goes in and gets you a ticket and goes and gives you the sticker, and that's it.
Oh my God.
It's not gonna pass. It's a big block. It's not
No, it's
gonna,
definitely not gonna pass. No.
so it's not gonna pass at all. So they pay extra. They give them the sticker, and that's it.
Well,
That's what
I
they used to
mean,
do here.
that's what I remember they used to do that, the emissions test. I can remember going through where Pelican Base is now. That used to
Oh
be where
really?
they did the emissions test. You drive through, they stick like a little pipe up your pipe,
And
and
that's it.
they would like let it run for a while, whatever. They check, make sure all your do like regular DOT stuff also. Like
Yeah.
they make sure your blinkers work, make sure you have the right exhaust muffler bearings,
Yeah,
and
but
your blinker fluid is topped off, all that
yeah,
stuff.
that bingo food is very important. AutoZone sells that.
And then
But then like as Miami Fashion would do it, too many people,
Of course.
pay extra to not do it. So
Of course,
they caught on to it
yeah.
and they're like, screw it, we're not gonna
Well,
do it.
even I can remember like one of the last times that we did it with my dad's. My dad had a 1990 Silverado. It
Okay.
was it was a small block, a 350 automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive truck, and we failed. And I remember the guy was totally like blasé attitude about the whole thing, super like lazy. He just sticks, he's like slouched over, sticks a thing in the tailpipe, and he's just like, oh, I don't want to be here right now. And it fails. Like the red light comes up, like emissions test failed, whatever. And he's like, do you live close to here? And we're like, yeah, like Cooper City. We're probably 6 miles away. He's like, it's probably just because it's not warmed up yet. Yeah, you're free to go. And we're like, oh, okay, thanks, man. Like, doesn't that like defeat the purpose of this whole thing? But all right,
Exactly.
whatever. We'll go home. And then I remember me and my father were like, we put some. We went to AutoZone and bought like carbon choke cleaner, and we're like, I'm in the driver's seat, like mashing down the gas while he's spraying the
Spraying.
crap down the throttle body, like
That's
and all this
funny.
white nasty smoke is coming out the back. Like, oh, we're cleaning it up. We probably did more damage to the environment cleaning it
They're not
than
doing
just
it.
leave it alone. Like, stop screwing with it.
Yeah, man, that's what happened. And then like they stopped it, I think in '91 or
Yeah,
'92. They
yeah,
just like went, you know what? No, screw it.
yeah. It's pointless.
Yeah, we're not
I
doing
mean, it's
crap.
not pointless. It's not pointless. It was an excellent way to keep carbon emissions down because there's plenty of cars on the road that don't really
Oh,
deserve to
especially
be on
down
the
here.
road.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
No, definitely.
yeah, it's dirty.
It's bad, but what are you gonna do, bro?
But what are you gonna do exactly, man? Like, we're gonna be eventually switching over to all electric. I see in the next 10 years there's gonna be so many more electric cars on the road
Hopefully, why not?
and electric trucks and things like that. But it's an economy thing, man. Like, it's gonna be so expensive to transfer. A regular family of
Exactly.
four can't afford to just get rid of their old beater car right now and buy an electric car just because it's good for the environment. Like, all right, it's great for the environment, but it's really bad for my personal finances. So sorry,
Yeah, they
you
gotta bring
know.
it down like cheap. Even
And
though
it
cars
will,
are expensive,
and it will, bro.
cars are
It'll
very
come down.
expensive right now.
Absolutely.
But they can come down, man. Oh,
And
I'll buy an
solar,
electric truck. What the hell? I
bro.
don't care.
We can totally. If every house in Florida had solar panels on the roof, we could totally power ourselves, basically, or
Yeah,
come damn close to powering ourselves, which would mean that FPL wouldn't have to work as hard and wouldn't have to burn as
yeah,
many
but they
fossil
lobby the
fuels and
crap out of
and
it.
I know, I know, I
Because like
know. But
other
I'm
states
down.
give you a tax incentive, actually for doing it. So what
Yeah.
companies would put is solar panels for free,
Mm-hmm.
and then charge you, a monthly price of whatever, and it's
Sure.
like a quarter or less
Probably
than
works
what you
out to be
pay.
the same because
Yeah.
it's less work for it's a bigger initial investment for them, but it's less work for them.
Yeah, but if they're
And
getting tax incentives, then it's just a write off the whole time.
yeah,
They
oh,
don't gotta worry about it.
partially. But then, like, think about all the hidden costs or the hidden savings involved in that.
Yeah.
A hurricane hits, okay, yeah, maybe one or two of the panels might blow off your roof, but think about how much money in overtime and trucks and equipment they spend, like in a situation like after Irma or Wilma, all the
Yeah,
trucks on the road
exactly.
to fix the power lines
If
and
they
this
can get
and
on the
that,
road.
like that. Yeah, if they can get on the road, exactly. Well, that's where I come in with the chainsaws and whatever, getting all
Yeah,
this
I gotta
stuff
go
out
get
of
mine today. I'm gonna go
the
get
way.
mine at the shop.
Not to shift gears too quickly or anything, but this show is called "Ask Me About My Wood," so let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about all these
Yeah,
trees
no,
that
man.
might potentially come down.
Ooh, money cha-ching! Cha-ching!
I
That's all
do
I'm
love
saying.
trees and everything, but you
But
know,
I love them more when they're cut down.
yeah, I like what they look like inside.
Yeah, so let's go dissect the tree.
You can get some black olive from Cooper City
And some
in no
mahoganies
time.
from me. There's a
I
bunch
already,
of mahoganies around here.
of course, man, of course. I
Okay,
mean,
I gotta grab them.
obviously, um, we are harvesting trees in the most natural way possible.
Yeah,
All right,
we don't.
it's a natural disaster,
Yeah,
and we are capitalizing on such a natural disaster.
yeah, we don't just go around cutting trees down.
Of
We
course,
wait until they fall at least,
of course.
and then we'll come and scavenge
There
them.
are some select hazard trees that do come down before the storm,
Correct.
because let's say the canopy has grown too large over the last 2 years, and it now is now a threat to the home. So in the weeks prior to an actual hurricane, people do go ahead and they get permits to remove the tree, just to kind of save their roof. And
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my opinion, hey, whatever. Like, okay, you thought it was gonna come down anyway, and the city, the arborist thought it was gonna come down,
yeah.
and they approved it.
Yeah, if they
o-
give you a
Okay,
permit, then you're in the green. Because
yeah,
for them to give
ha-
you a permit, it's a pain in the butt.
for sure.
Oh my god, they're a
Yeah.
nightmare. So if they actually give you the permit, dude, you're good. You're
Hmm.
golden. Those gonna fall anyway. So
Yeah.
might as well just chainsaw it down.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
bunch of oaks and mahoganies here, so
It's
quite,
gonna be good.
I'm quite excited. Let's see, man, because I mean, these are the same ones that survived the last time, so I'm not.
Yeah, but they've grown. They've grown fat, man. There hasn't been a storm.
I know.
in a while. And when Irma came, there hadn't been a close to direct hit storm in Florida for 5 years,
Yeah,
six
that's
years.
true. And they fell. Yeah.
So they were getting big and healthy and whatever, and people were getting really relaxed about trimming because there hadn't been a storm in so long. And then boom, tough actin, tenactin. We got a lot of
Boom.
rain. What happens is that if there's a storm that has a lot of rain before the wind hits us, which Irma was, so the
Right.
ground was saturated with water,
Yeah, so it
right?
made them
So it
weak.
loosens up the soil,
Yep.
and a lot of the trees in South Florida have really superficial roots.
Well, because we have a
Uh,
lot of lime rock and
we have
stuff
a
like
lot of
that
lime
here.
rock,
Like
exactly. So
I have. You dig a foot down, you're in lime rock already.
yeah,
Where I live.
it's so the roots stay close to the surface.
Correct. Yep.
And then because it rains a lot down here too, so the roots seek water. The water's usually close to the surface because it's always frickin' raining. So it
And
pulls
this
up.
one,
and there
it
you
rained
go.
a little bit last night here.
Yeah,
But that's pretty much it.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
this
man.
one hasn't been a lot of rain. Have you
Well,
noticed that?
and you know why? Because it's going north of us. Usually on the north side of the storm,
Yeah, you get a lot
uh,
more rain and winds.
there's a lot more rain.
Yeah,
So
we would have
we're
been
on the
feeling
dry
the
side.
winds. I remember last with Irma, we had the howling. You can hear the howling as you
Yeah.
stand outside, and that was
Yeah,
scary.
that is scary, man.
That
The
was a
howling.
scary. I'll never forget that. And it was like 2 days before, and I hear, "Whoo!"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh shit,
I know, man. Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
like
die!"
it's like Independence Day, man.
Yeah.
I'm going out on the street with my megaphone, giving the presidential speech.
Yeah.
Today is our Independence Day. Like we're gonna get through this.
And all you hear is, "Whoo!"
Yeah,
You're like,
okay,
"Fuck, screw
never
that!
mind. I'm
going
going
back
inside."
I'll never forget it, man. That was scary. And this one, we haven't had a lot of wind. Like, there's no wind outside, and it's supposed to
I
like
mean,
come tomorrow.
No, we're still no. It's supposed to make quote unquote landfall. It's not going to be landfall really
Hope it
at all
dodges us,
now.
man. Hope it dodges
But,
us.
Yeah,
Hope
it will.
dodges
It'll
us,
go
bro.
north.
I got my brother. My brother's in Orlando, and they're prepping.
Who
Oh,
said?
they're
Oh,
prepping.
I've got some buddies of mine on Instagram. It's a company called Nature's Fell. They after Sandy, remember Hurricane Sandy?
Yes.
That totally ruined Jersey up there.
Yes, destroyed the subways and all that, and I was cracking
These
up.
guys started their company after
Oh,
Sandy.
is
with
that
the
the-
wood miser?
Is,
Yeah.
is that the two brothers or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly the
yeah.
story. That's a cool
they're-
story.
Yeah, dude.
That they picked up all those logs and turned it. They resold
And
them all.
they've been
doing that.
They've been doing it since.
Yeah, they
'cause
got
there's
they
so
got
many
that
walnut trees
contract.
and-
They
Yep.
got that contract with the DOT.
Mhm.
That's how they're able to continue. I was like,
Yep.
cool. So then one brother runs the sawmill and the slabs, and the other one runs the tree,
business
the
side, yeah.
business of the cutting them down and stuff. Like, that's really cool.
It is neat.
I give 'em
They're
props.
friends with James Cameron, the guy from like
Oh,
Man
really?
Caves and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I felt. Like we kind of.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I don't want to say we talk back and forth all the time because I don't.
I like
we
their
don't
story a
really talk
lot.
back and forth all the time, but like, James will comment on some of my stuff, and likewise, like, it's pretty cool to have like a TV personality that like
Definitely.
consistently likes your photos and stuff. Like
That
we
is
keep
pretty
in
cool.
keep in contact. I'm like, hey man, if you're ever in South Florida, I need some help on the sawmill.
There you go, right?
Let's build a man cave or something.
They're cool people. I really like their story, like how they started. And it was simple. It was just like, shit, we have all these trees and no one could cut them down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna cut them down.
I know. I remember buying my 880 with the 59-inch bar,
Oh,
getting laughed at the steel dealership. Like, what the hell are you going to use this thing for? There's no trees this big in Florida. I'm like, just you wait, pal. All right,
just you wait.
just you wait. I've buried that bar a few times.
Really?
You know? Of course, yeah. I've
Oh,
got.
shit.
There's a video that I posted on the Instagrams. Like the last clip of it is a massive oak tree.
Okay.
And like I'll show you a picture later. Like I've got this. I was cutting the notch in it so so it would fall away from the house. That was the most important part. I cut a big notch to make sure it fell the right way.
That's always fun.
So I cut the first bottom lip of that mouth, and I've got the saw buried in on one side. Like the dogs are jammed into the the bark on one side, and there's about 1.5 inches of the bar peeking out on the other side.
Oh,
And it was a 59-inch bar,
gosh.
and it's pretty cool.
That's pretty intense.
Now the rest of the tree wasn't that big because the root swell, obviously I tried to cut as low as possible to get the most out of the
Right,
tree.
most yield.
And
Yeah.
hi Goose, Mila, you have chocolate all over your mouth.
That's awesome.
Go get a napkin, okay? Go.
Oh, those chocolate kisses.
So yeah, man, that was
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool. That was one time where it buried, but
Oh my
um,
gosh.
yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, but we're poised and ready, man.
I'm
Got
excited. Are you kidding me?
sharp chains, got a crane with full tanks of fuel.
You with plenty of tanks of
Yeah,
fuel. With the Bobcat, with
that's
everything,
true too.
man.
Yeah. Bobcat cleanup, man. That's gonna come in handy, I think. Even for helping people around on my street.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
you know,
That's what I have it for my immediate neighbors. They've been pretty decent people. So
sure.
I most definitely will help them out without a
Yeah,
problem.
that have been decent people. Yeah, and then you have like the people that don't talk to you all year, and then they want to send a
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm a wood guy. I'm like, after
yeah
you assholes are probably the ones that called like
the city.
city
Yeah,
on my ass. Fuck you.
yeah. Or like, hey, can I throw an extension cord over the fence? Because I see
Yep.
you have, yeah, I see you have a generator
Yeah, and I see you have
that
power,
runs.
and I see you have
Yeah,
water. I see you have
yeah.
food. I'm like, yeah.
Well, hey, I've been preparing literally all year for this. Like,
Yeah, yeah, like this
so
is
I have
we've been talking about
multiple
this.
generators. Yes.
We've been talking about this for a while. It's like we just need one storm.
Hmm.
Not that bad, just enough to knock a few mahoganies and oaks down, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, nothing too crazy.
Even dude, like, the whole like I've been You could check my Craigslist history. Well, you might not want to check all my
Yeah,
internet
I don't
history,
want
but
to do
just a
that. That's some shady shit.
Craigslist history, man. You look at what I search for: diesel generator,
Nice.
sawmill, crane, diesel generator. Like that's my history right there.
Oh my
Like
god.
it's just because I actually want to, after this whole hoopla is finished, I want to start looking into some solar panels. To be honest,
Really?
um,
I mean, you
yeah,
have the whole
the
shop.
solar panels and a bank of.
You have the
No,
shop.
Mila, no, close the door.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. Okay.
You're just checking if the laundry's done.
I
Come on,
know
man.
she's just gonna see. We didn't put borax in that load, Dad.
Come on, man.
Your shirts are gonna stink as soon as you start sweating again. I know, I know.
They got I'm looking forward to it. Let's see, bro. See, hopefully not that bad. We gotta check into that bandsaw. I mean that bandsaw mill is what we gotta work on. Once we get everything moved over.
Dude, oh, Chris just texted me. Dude, I forgot about the podcast. Like straight
Oh
up forgot.
jeez. I mean we're like 23 minutes in. Jeez. It's all good. It's all Gucci in the hood. What have you been So I've been working on that bar area for hair circus freaks.
Yeah.
Hopefully knock that out today. I'm done with it today. And deliver that cedar table for my brother. So get that delivered.
Okay.
It's been sitting in my patio since Monday.
Oh, has it been sitting outside?
Yep.
Did you finish that with lacquer?
Nah, man. I did varnish. It's gonna be sitting outside.
Oh, Wicked Vanish. Okay.
That vanish.
Vanish. All right.
Yeah, with the helmsman or hillsman
Helmsman.
or
It's the
some
man
men.
that stands at the helm of the ship. Like
Oh,
he's the
the
captain.
helmsman. Oh.
He's the helmsman. You
Well, I
know.
haven't lately been on a ship because when you're on a ship, the guy's called
Well,
the captain.
I mean, there's a ship's wheel on the front of the can.
Yeah, you know what? I never noticed if there is or there isn't. I can't tell you. I've
It's
never
the
noticed.
it's the man at the
I
helm.
just pick up the
Like,
green can, and if it's Satan finish, then it's blue, and if it's gloss, it's red. So just pick like that. Yeah, because it's going outside. It's going in his patio. So I'm going to deliver it today. I want it out of here, and then just finish up that bar, man.
yeah.
Let's get that done.
Well, I mean, yeah. If I finish that step, well, you said you're gonna go in the morning, first thing in the like after
Yeah,
this,
I
you're gonna
kinda
go.
wanna get it done. I
Yeah,
don't wanna be on
yeah,
the
dude, get it
streets.
done. Don't wait for me, cause I'm gonna build that step and get that done for her, so I can get that out. I actually kind of need to get it out of here because it's sitting in the patio and it's something potentially that could blow around.
Oh my gosh.
So when I was putting stuff away yesterday, um, I was thinking like, man, I should just like finish that real quick and get it out of
Yeah,
here.
and get it out of
So
here.
it's
Yeah.
so it'll be inside her place rather
Yeah,
than like
she's staying
here.
there too. She's staying there over the hurricane.
She's staying at the salon for the
Yeah,
hurricane.
yeah, yeah. Because she
Oh,
put so much money into it. She's like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm like, well,
You
it
know.
has impact windows and shit, so you'll be
Yeah,
alright.
dude. That
She might get a
that
little bit of
building.
flooding though, because
Mm,
where we're building the deck, yesterday in the
mm,
morning it was flooded, almost to the door.
yeah, but you know what's good about her area? She's not gonna have flooding enough to where it goes inside the building because
Hopefully
she's
not.
right next to the train tracks, dude. Like the train tracks are like a spine
Yeah, but
of
the train tracks
elevation.
are raised in her area. Remember that.
Yeah, it goes up to the train tracks, but she's
That
close enough where she's still high. Like
Nah, she's on the low part.
is she?
Yeah, she's on the low
Oh,
part. That's what
oh,
she
then
gets a lot of flooding. Like yesterday was a lot of flooding. Luckily
damn.
by the time I got there it was gone, but she showed me a video. It was
Hmm.
flooded almost to the door. And it was
Almost to the
just
door.
yeah, and it was just a little bit of rain.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was worried about the deck and all that. So
Yeah, the deck's gonna float away, man. We got Tapcon on that thing.
I tap con the crap out of the bar
The bar?
area.
Did you go?
Oh
Yeah,
my god, you have no idea.
I
Everything,
have an idea. I have an idea.
everything. It's well, you know how I over exaggerate anyway. So
Yes, yes,
everything
I
is
do.
tap con the crap out. Everything is tap con.
To
Like that
to
thing is
those
not
of you
moving.
listening right now, he's exaggerating right now. He really put like one
One.
Tapcon or two Tapcons, but one of them didn't hold.
Yeah, right. And I just
Used the
left it like
wrong-
halfway, and I
Used the
just
wrong
continue.
bit, so the hole was too big.
No man, I put literally, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 on one side, the bottom and the wall, and like another 6 on the little one. Like that crap's
Yeah.
not moving for nothing. And then I built. Remember how we used those 2x6s that you have them built already for the shelves in her office
Ooh,
that the students made, and we use them as
those
brackets.
those brackets, yes.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
built
they were
two by
um,
sixes there on site.
okay. Oh, you did it?
Yeah, I built two
Like
of
you
them.
made like, brackets just like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Oh,
like
cool.
that, and then use 2x4 as the support, 45
Okay.
on each end. And
Okay.
dude, those things are solid. I tap con those suckers in. That's just not going nowhere.
No, that's good, man. Yeah, well, I mean, a Tapcon connection to a concrete wall is way better than what we did in the. We were just trying to find a stud,
Yeah, but that
and
whole
you know
wall
what I mean?
had issues. Besides, like not being like,
Not being
and
anywhere near square.
oh
I
my
see. I don't
god,
understand that, man. Like, how can you build a building?
because it's just sheetrock.
No, dude, but the layout of the walls. Like, how can you not take your
Yeah,
time
it's true.
and make sure that it's square?
Because it's a
Like,
warehouse. You gotta remember, a lot of those places, warehouses come empty. Okay, let's start with that. Warehouses empty because we build warehouses. I've done plenty of those with my
yeah,
dad.
okay,
They're empty. So then they'll come and just get somebody just to like a framer and just frame it out, put some drywall, sheetrock, and that's it. Call it a day
yeah,
to make an office.
yeah.
You gotta remember that. So it doesn't have to be perfect because it doesn't really,
I know it doesn't have to be perfect, bro,
you know.
but like I would at least measure diagonals of a square and make
No,
sure that
they
it's
don't.
freaking square.
They don't
You
care
know,
about that, bro. That's not. It's
like
an empty warehouse.
yeah,
Passes
yeah, I guess.
inspection and calls it a day, and that's it. You know, it
Yeah,
doesn't need it. Doesn't have to have an office.
that's true.
So it's irrelevant. And then since it's not like full ceiling height, like you don't have to pass a certain inspections for that and shit. Because if they're not full ceiling height, you don't have to worry about it. It's
Hmm.
weird. I learned that because when I used to have my shop, they're like, "Oh, if you have like a dividing wall, if it's not all the way to ceiling, we don't care about it." I'm like,
Hmm.
"Cool, 8 footers, I'm done. Call it a day."
Hmm.
Yeah, it's something
I
weird
see.
like that.
I see what you talk.
Yeah, it's something funky like that. But
Yeah.
so they get away with it. That's why it's all out of. It was out of whack like by a lot.
Bro, that one. Oh, well, actually, you
The
know what?
the 3 walls were all like.
The three, yeah, and it was so silly, man. It was like a big zigzag. No 90-degree angles at all. I think remember that when we were like searching for stuff and there was probably a pipe in the
Yes,
corner of
on
that
the right,
wall.
on the right side. Yeah.
Yeah, like that might be why. Like that might have been their landmark, a drain pipe from the floor above. So they're like, all right, we got to cover up this drain pipe, so we have to kind of like modify the plans a little bit to like wrap
Yeah,
the wall
just
around this
wrap
drain
around
pipe.
it. Yeah, and call
Something
it a
like
day.
maybe that.
That's
I
what
don't
it
know.
sounds like. Because there's a pipe like right behind the drywall.
Yeah,
That thing was
for
right
real. Like
behind it.
I
It's,
know,
it's like
dude,
if they used the wall as like the pipe as like support and just put drywall over it.
that's
That's
the
it.
corner
It was
stud.
yeah, because it was right behind it. Like it was
Yeah.
like, tink, there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
crap!
and you know what? We might not have even hit the pipe. We probably hit the. Hopefully, we hit the shield in front of the pipe. If it was done to code, like it should have those one of those like strong tie type shields in front of it.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight pipe slowing down. To be really honest, that's what
Maybe.
it sounds like. Cause man, it was
Yeah.
too coincidentally that, and it has the dink, that
I
dink.
was trying not to get into the story about how we hit the pipe, dude, but
Ah, who cares? We hit it. We hit it. We did. Well, we stopped
yeah,
right
we
away,
didn't drill. Yeah, we didn't drill into it. That's the
and
important
nothing
part.
came out of it. No
Yeah, it's
water, no
nothing, no
gas,
gas.
nothing. And I mean, they're
Nothing.
still there. I was there yesterday, so I'm
Oh
going
my
there
God.
today. So she
All right,
doesn't
that's
get
enough.
flooding in
That's
her.
enough about that,
She
man.
doesn't get flooding in her office. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Oh,
okay.
jeez.
And everything is still you haven't seen it lately. That thing, they have that thing loaded.
What?
That whole desk area
Yeah.
is loaded with crap. The
Oh,
shelves are all loaded
in
up.
in her office?
Yeah, but she still has the main desk.
Okay.
So she left
Oh,
the desk and
that
just
little desk that she wanted to get rid
yeah,
of.
yeah, she still has
Oh,
it.
my
She hasn't
goodness,
left
okay.
it. It has a computer on it, and then she uses the rest as like everything else is on it. I'll take a picture today.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, and then she still has the bookcase thing. Remember that she was gonna throw it away?
That she was gonna throw away.
We
Yeah.
put it there, and Maria saw it, and she was like, "Oh, this looks so nice." I'm like, she was about to throw it away.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
She's like, "This looks awesome," and they filled it up like with everything with products.
And didn't it have lights in the back of it?
It has lights, but I don't think she put lights. When I saw it, didn't have them on, but it has
Okay.
lights in them. And then the
neat.
chandeliers, she changed the bulbs. It's bright as shit now.
Oh, okay, so it's bright now. Yeah.
Yeah, but she
Remember
only
it was
uses
like
that one light from where
like
the
a
shelves put.
dungeon.
Yeah, but she only uses that one light from where the shelves are. It's plenty.
Yeah.
It's plenty for that little
If you
area.
guys, if you guys listening want to go back and see exactly what we're trying to describe here, both Arturo and myself have posted a couple pictures of this office install. We did some floating shelves, cherry veneer plywood, floating shelves, and a wraparound desk
With the cedar faces.
with a cedar. No, Dade County pine faces.
Oh, that's right. It was Dade County Pine.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Dade
No.
pine on the desk.
It was Dade Pine on the desk.
and then cedar on
Yeah, on the top.
Yeah, but it was so dark. It was so dark in that little office. Like I said, it was like a dungeon.
Yeah,
You couldn't
'cause
really
it's not-
tell the
it's not
difference
even a
between
10 by
this piece
10.
of wood.
Yeah, it's like an 8. Yeah, you really can't. You look at it now, and just because we know, but we're looking, but it looks everything.
Oh, you know.
Yeah,
man.
I
It's
know,
Dade
I know.
County pine. You
As-
can't mistake Dade County pine.
No, but like if you're not paying attention, it all looks the same.
All right, fine, man.
It's all
Whatever.
dark. And it's small. It's like an 8x8 area. It's tiny little room.
You're an 8x8 area.
I might be. You
That's
know.
cool.
So I gotta finish that up today. What have you been working on this week, man? Besides getting
So,
hurricane prep.
yeah, hurricane prep was actually number 2 on my list.
Right.
But so I remember last week we were so fired up about talking about this home show. You know, it was going to be so exciting. I went down, drove the crane down to Wynwood, Miami, which was a task in itself.
You made it. I mean, when I
People-
called you, you said you were over
Man,
there.
People are not friendly to big trucks
Nope.
with stuff on them at all, especially slow trucks because my truck is not the fastest. The one thing I remember, you know, thinking about like, oh man, my turn signals don't work. I'm gonna have to use, I have to use my hand signals, and I'm thinking like, wait a minute, it's Miami. Nobody uses their turn signals
No, we
anyway.
don't use
so
it
that's-
anyway. Like,
Nobody's looking at my taillights. Who cares?
hell no. Hell
But
no.
like, I would stick one person, dude. I'll for the sake of all the bad people in Miami, like the one person, I stuck my hand out the window at a right angle to signal that I'm gonna turn right, and the guy slowed down and let me in,
Oh wow.
and I was like, what?
No, the guy was probably
Like-
scared you might hit him.
Or he probably ran out of gas.
Oh yeah, one of the two. Because man, I mean, I find it to be asshole move. Because I'm like, sometimes you see a truck like in traffic trying to get around, just like you. It's like let them in.
Yeah.
Like all they're gonna do is block traffic until someone lets them in. So might as well just
Yeah,
let him in. He has a little bit of
exactly.
momentum.
Yep.
Yeah, let him in. Why not? It doesn't hurt anybody.
So I got the sawmill set up at the booth
I saw
in the
that.
convention
That looks-
center. I got the
that looks so
sawmill
good.
there. Got big slab. I got like some 9-foot mahogany slabs leaning up against the wall.
Which,
with
by the way, they
sign.
look tiny.
I know, right?
They look tiny.
And the sign itself
It
looks
looks
so
tiny,
small.
and that thing was an
I was like,
8-footer.
Dude, next
look
show we got to
tiny.
make a bigger sign.
Yeah, they look
because I thought that was
tiny.
big, but it disappeared in that booth.
Even
man.
the mill looks
The
tiny.
mill looks tiny. Yeah,
It looks hollow, like there's nothing. Like
Yeah.
oh, that's a piece of aluminum. That's it.
I mean, luckily I had plenty of pieces of furniture to kind of fill it out a little bit. And David
Yeah,
from Sage
so-
Steinco came down with me awesome.
They've
Like
gone to
Dave is,
Naples right now. Dave's heading to
yeah,
Naples,
he's
Fort
heading
Myers
over.
area.
I think you should turn around and come back, man. It's not going to be that bad. But anyway, Dave came with his uh, like he calls it his Joanna Gaines kit, like all the little pieces, uh,
The
probably
little
from
decor pieces.
Magnolia Home, like the things that actually make the pieces of furniture look inviting and good. Like people have a lot of trouble envisioning how a
It's gonna look in a
slab
certain
is going to look
setting.
in their house, and
Yep.
then like literally, Dave, in 2 seconds, dude, I turn around and I went back to the truck to run and get zip ties or something, and I turn around and there's Dave. There's like a big cookie of black olive as a coffee table, and he put these three things on it, and I was just like, I thought I went to the wrong booth. I'm like, that looks so much different. I felt stupid. I'm
I'm telling you, Dave's a national
like
treasure,
that's
bro.
all it takes. Put like
Yep.
three things on it, and one of them's got some, fake foliage sticking out of it, and it looks like I'm home. It
Yeah.
looks beautiful.
That's the thing. You gotta sell them on the idea.
Yeah,
Sell them
yeah.
the
So
idea, then they'll buy it.
he
Cause
waved his wand on the whole thing,
yeah,
and it looks
he
way better.
he's a national
Uh,
treasure, man. People
he is a
underestimate him.
national treasure.
He
Yep,
is a national treasure. That guy is.
he's like the Declaration of Independence, man.
I
I'm gonna
know.
steal him.
Hey, Nicolas Cage,
Oh,
what are
yo.
you doing? We saw the movie
So
the other day too. It was
what?
funny.
National treasure.
Yeah, kids hadn't seen it, so I was like, "What? I'll watch it." Pretty good.
So yeah, Dave helped me decorate, and I finished. I took the Thursday off of work, Thursday off from school, so I could be there and set everything up, be finished, because they weren't going to allow us to work on the booth at all on Friday.
Right.
So I'm putting twine on a cutting board, right?
Mhm.
And the guy pulls up in his golf cart behind me. Hey, BJ, you're gonna kill me, dude. And I'm like, I turn around, like, whoa, what happened? What's the matter? He's like, I got some bad news, but it could be good news. I'm like, all right, hit me, man. What's up? He's like, the show's been postponed. I'm like, all right, okay, like, please don't tell me now that I have to pack all this stuff up. He's like, no, you don't have to pack up. You can leave it here. We're gonna secure the building for 2 weeks, and we'll be back on the 13th. So the show is now on the 13th through
Yeah.
the 15th.
From 12 to 9:30 every day, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Except
yeah.
Sunday. Sundays until 7.
Sundays until 7.
Yeah,
So that'll be
that's really
that'll be
cool.
something, man. That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's good. There's
Um,
been some hype. This could be good.
I know,
It's gonna be
like
good, man.
it's actually good because if we did have it this weekend, well, now I in hindsight, we probably could have had the show because the storm is going a little bit farther north.
Yeah, but we didn't know that yesterday.
I know.
That was
We
just like
didn't
today
know
in the
that
morning.
all week. Yeah, like
Like they should have
the
been
1 o'clock update this morning was it had tracking farther north.
correct. Let me see, Hurricane Dorian. Yeah, cause
But
they do an update at 8, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
At 4 a.m. Oh, they just changed it to 4. Yeah, dude, bro, you're gonna get like a little bit of rain. Let me see if I can put it up here on the screen real quick. But you know what I was worried about the show was it's Labor Day weekend.
yeah.
This is the Outer Band. It's going through North Miami.
That's the that's the southernmost. Well, no, that's not the outer band. That's the southernmost
Yes,
track. So
southernmost.
the eye could still directly hit us.
No, I think this is the outer band of it, and this
No,
is
that's
the eye.
that's the cone. Like that, the eye is where the line is,
Oh,
but
true.
the cone is where the eye could go.
Could go. Okay, makes sense.
Like
Yeah.
obviously, as it gets farther away from the storm itself, it's wider and wider because they're less certain.
Right.
They can't tell the future.
Shit.
But so it could still, hey man, it still could come
Yeah.
this
Damn,
far east and really
Robert.
hammer us.
Robert could have went to the Keys.
Oh, he did go to the Keys.
No, he didn't. He's here. He wrote that he's in line listening to us, getting
He
gas.
should. No, he should go to the Keys, man.
Yeah, it might be actually a safer place.
Yeah, and that's the clean side of the storm too, because there's no rain on the south side.
No.
So he's gonna have beautiful weather in the Keys, man.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, I'm wearing his shirt actually.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey-o.
Hey yo. Listen to us.
So hey Rob, if you're listening, grab us a couple lobsters, man. We'll have a cookout. Post hurricane cookout.
There you go. There you go. That's
But,
that's awesome.
So the
Yeah, that's
show's postponed. I left all the stuff down there, and then now you came at me with this. We've got a big slab to flatten, and I'm like, oh no, like we got to go get the mill. Oh crap, how am I going to get into the convention center to get my stuff?
Yeah.
I left everything there, but we have the CNC, so
Yeah. Ta-da.
all is not lost.
No. Why would it? Hell no, man. We're good. We're good. I was
That'll be
the
nice.
only thing I was worried about the show was this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, and everybody in Miami always goes to like the Keys or something.
Yeah, but
That was my
people
only
come
concern.
from out of town to be at this
That's
show,
the other
man.
thing. Yeah, people
You
do
know,
come. A lot of the locals will be gone, but a lot of like outsiders will be here. So
sure.
it's
Just like the
interesting.
boat show, bro. There's
Yep.
people from Texas come to the Fort Lauderdale boat show.
Yep.
People from Massachusetts come down for the Fort Lauderdale because it's the biggest show,
Yep.
and the home design and remodeling show is a pretty
It's pretty
hefty
big.
show.
I was just wondering why they changed from the Miami Beach Convention Center to Wynwood.
I think because there's a lot more to do in the area. Like the Wynwood
Yes,
area is
it's
really.
very, it's
I
very
had never
people
been to
friendly.
the Walls, man,
You
and like
haven't
the
been there?
couple trips that made down there, it's really
Yeah, you walk
interesting.
everywhere and there's everything. Like
Yeah.
we go there. There's a bakery that we go there. They're Jewish. They close for Saturdays,
Yeah.
so we'll go Sundays since we don't have the kids. The kids sleep over usually,
Okay.
and then we'll go there for the breakfast and get some fresh bread
Yeah.
and fresh everything.
Because you can't go to Chick-fil-A on Sunday. You just go to the Jewish bakery. They're always
Exactly.
open Sunday.
They're
They're
always
open
open.
Christmas Day too, actually.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a Jewish tradition on.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard and I've seen it from our friends. They go to the Chinese restaurants because Chinese people also don't celebrate Christmas.
That's true.
Yeah, so they'll go
Yeah.
to the Chinese restaurants for Christmas.
That's cool.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then they go like jet
Yeah.
skiing, and they're like, oh, it's empty. I'm like, of course it's empty.
It's empty. It's Christmas.
It's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Or closed. Like.
Yeah, so they're jet skiing and then
Yeah.
Chinese food. I'm like, oh,
I
that's
remember I worked as a concierge at a luxury apartment complex. I was like pool boy slash concierge slash everything, maintenance guy, whatever. And I worked Christmas Day one time at the clubhouse, and that was like the most miserable I've ever been in my life. Just like, I mean, I worked until like 2. I think I worked 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So obviously I still had, I was home by 2:30, so I could have dinner with my family and everything, whatever. But I remember I'm sitting there like early in the morning, Christmas morning, like, what am I doing with my life? I'm making $8 an hour, and freaking here by myself on Christmas Day, just to have the door open, and nobody came.
cool. Of course not.
I think maybe at like noon, some people walked through. They played a game of pool and then they left. Like nobody's using the pool because it's cold
Right.
and whatever else. So I just left at 2:30, locked the door, or 2 o'clock. And that was it.
That's funny.
That's the end of my story. Merry Christmas, everyone.
That's funny. Oh man. So let's see what happens this week, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
dude. Oh
hopefully
yeah,
we
we're
sign
moving into the.
Hopefully
Huh?
we sign
Huh?
the documents for the warehouse
Oh.
this week. If nothing happens, nothing.
Wait. Oh,
it's
because they're
weird.
not there because of the hurricane.
Yeah, they're not there.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, and no, that's because I was calling them all day, and all of a sudden I get a phone call when I was going to Alex's place, like, hey, you got it. You just can't sign anything. You gotta wait until we come back. I'm like, wonderful. And school's canceled Tuesday.
So for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, this Arturo and myself are getting a warehouse.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been a little bit of a waiting game, waiting for these people to quote unquote approve us to have this warehouse, which I guess just means that they had to sweep it out and clean it up.
Yeah, it was a little dirty.
But
To say the
but yeah,
least, but-
we're chomping at the bit, waiting to get into this
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
You know?
hopefully, because I'm out of my lease. I'm getting out of my lease, so I want to hop in there. I don't want to pay one extra month just
Yeah.
to stay
Yeah,
there
that would
because
be
we have to
stupid.
move it for a couple of days. I'm hoping.
Sure.
And it's just a CNC, to be honest. That's the only thing big I have there. The shelves I
Sure.
can take apart.
Most of the stuff, I'm sure you're gonna throw a lot of stuff away in the move.
Is that there's not really. I mean, it looks bulky because there's a lot of like garbage. There's dust everywhere and pieces, so it's it's
Oh, yeah?
mostly crap. It's mostly crap, but the shelves are realistically empty. I just have them like everything thrown there.
Hmm.
So it's just moving the shelves, the fans,
And the lights. That's it.
the lights, like take off the old electricity, and that one big Husky table that I have that I use for the computer.
Yes. Yeah,
the
the
dust
workbench.
collector maybe. It's not
Yeah.
even a lot. Yeah, it's
No,
mostly
man.
the CNC. CNC is the logistical nightmare.
It'll be fine, man. We have a crane. We're fine.
You know.
All right.
that's
So
pretty much it.
anyway, in the interest of time,
Yep,
I'm
and-
actually
and the
gonna
hurricane.
leave- and the hurricane. Yeah, I got, we're still, even though it is tracking north, we're still got to be prepared. So I'm actually out to get a portable air conditioner, so I can run the air conditioner in one room at least where the family sleeps, and that's that. So
Nice.
anyway, yeah,
Sounds
man.
good, man.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been Ask Me About My Wood. We've got Arturo, the Chop Master. Check him out on the IGs.
Yep.
Check me out on the IGs also at PJ_Fetcher. And thank you guys for listening as we progressively get worse at this. If you actually do have anything that you'd like us to talk about, any topics about wood or anything about life in general, email us at askmeaboutmywood@gmail.com. Any payments or positive comments can be sent to my email address at veryheavytables@gmail.com. Any complaints or grievances or bills can be sent to Arturo at the Chopmaster.
They are sent to me. They are sent to me. That's for sure. Do get them bills. All right, guys.
All right,
Be
guys.
safe out there.
Yeah, be safe, South Florida peeps.
Yup.
Bye.
Bye.